Hey everybody and welcome back. It's time to head down to the research department. I've been curious about these other floors in the elevator and it's time to move it on down. So let's see. We've been to the maintenance sector already. We're in the executive sector right now, so it's time to go to the research sector and look for Marshall, who I guess is the old partner of dearly departed Director Trench. We will probably want at some point to kind of go through our mod inventory and maybe start to clear out some of the duplicates and the common ones, because at this point we are starting to pick up on the level 2, the uncommon ones. And so I'd prefer to, you know, not max out our capacity, if at all possible. I'm not sure to what extent that will be a consideration, but here we go. Alright, oh, this is nice. Yeah, I wouldn't mind, you know, taking my lunch out here, grabbing a bench down there. Seems like a very tranquil location. Alright, let's go back here. Let's see what we can find. Lockdown lifted, yep, because of our directorial override. Man, look at the size of that copier. It's an industrial sized one if I've ever seen one. Alright, I do see the caution shifting environment. I wonder if the janitor put those up.
We truly know. Rest assured, we're committed to keep pushing the known laws and borders of reality, and to make the Bureau proud.
Let's see what they're
welcome.
talking about
you
here.
have the necessary clearance, and do follow the safety protocols. Read the manual. Otherwise, bad things will happen.
Oh, he's the director of research. Okay. Well, we are very careful.
Mad scientists.
Yeah, so Marshall has been at odds with Trench at various points. Alright, so we know from our previous encounters we can't throw stuff at them. Or we can, but they're just going to dodge everything. Alright, that's the first one. Thought there was at least one more. Ooh. Here we go. Alright. Good start. Let's move up a bit higher. See if we can take some of these guys out. There's not a whole lot of material to chuck, so I guess we're just going to be ripping stuff out of the ground. Can we snipe any guys from up here? There's at least one more I think I see down there. There we go. Alright, there we go. We got the second wave to spawn. And we do, I have to remember, we do now have the ability to throw enemies once we get their health low. So I'd like to kind of take advantage of that if we can. Sometimes it's a little hard to lock on to the... Oh, there's a sniper over there. It's a little hard to tell what exactly we're locking onto. Alright, it's probably not going to be too much issue. Oh, okay. Alright, maybe we want to back it up a little bit. Alright, they're going to try to flank us in a second and see if we can get this guy down. No, not quite. Hang on. Did we get the boss down? Oh, no, he's still there. Let's see, can we pick him up yet? Not yet. I guess we have to get him down to like 25% health. His sniper, that's somebody we just uncovered. Bureau snipers specialize in eliminating threats from a distance using the telltale searchlights affixed to their rifles to search for targets. His snipers are no less lethal. The corruption has not changed their tactics. They clearly prefer to maintain a good distance from their target, waiting in elevated positions for a clear shot. Care should be taken in open spaces. Check the balconies. I should note that their rifles are equipped with a bayonet for close quarters combat, and the Hiss snipers are well aware of how to use it. Alright, so they're not completely helpless at close quarters. So we did pick up another weapon mod. Rate of fire increase versus damage. I think we'll pass for now. I haven't seen a whole lot of need for mods, to be honest. I don't know whether that's something that we'll just encounter a little bit, you know, further on, and they'll become more necessary, but I feel like we've been able to take care of business for the most part without really focusing on the mod upgrade tree. Now, our ability points is a different story. I've noticed a definite increase, an improvement in that. But the weapon mod's not as much. Alright, let's make sure we pick up everything that was dropped. Oh, executive Hiss nodes? Huh. Okay. So, I guess this is another one of those missions that get assigned to us. Alright, well, I guess we're going to backtrack real quick and take care of that. I guess this is kind of there's a silver lining to this, because we did accept a board countermeasure, which is kind of like a challenge or a bounty or whatever, to get headshots in the executive sector, and I believe we can use any weapon to do it. So, assuming that this applies to that, let's see, communications department. I think we have to go through here. Yeah, communications. Oh, we have level 1 access, so we'll go check that out on the way back. Communications. We just have to go across the cafeteria and up the stairs. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Have we been over here before? I'm trying to remember. I feel like we must have. Well, the question is, how do we get in? Maybe we have to go up the stairs, because that's all blocked. Interesting. So for some reason, we're not able to... Let's see, those are just the bathrooms. Doesn't even look like there's power here. Huh. Let's take a look at the map again. Maybe we need to go a different way. Let's go back to where we came from briefly. So it looks like there might be a different way. Let's see here. If we go to the director's office, it looks like maybe there's some stairs. So actually, why don't we do this? Hopefully it doesn't penalize us. Why don't we grab... We've got 20 minutes to get over there, so let's just knock this out while we're over here. Some more reading material. No other type of reading material in here. Okay. Nothing literally readable. So why don't we do this? Let's fast travel to the director's office.
Hope to the solution.
Because it looks like it's a bit closer. Where is it? Oh, the mailroom. And it looks like we can get to the communications department from there. And then we can knock out these bounties. We'll fast travel back here and then go keep making progress in the research department. Okay, so from here, yeah, we should just It should just be a straight shot. And then... There we go. Alright, we're in business. Destroy the Hiss nodes. Does that mean those things over there? Okay. Boom. Yeah. Alright, let's see if we can get headshots. Yep. Alright, good. We're making progress. Let's wait for him to come around. That's 2. How many more nodes do we have? But we can throw grenades back as well, but... Alright, he is going to need to be taken down mostly through... Uh-oh. Saw that coming too late. There we go. One more should do it. And then can we finish him off? Yes, we can. Get that away from us. Alright, there's another couple of them over here. Alright, let's recharge our powers. I feel like we're killing them. Oh, okay. We use our corpses to attack now. That's good. I feel like we're going through them a little too quick sometimes. All right, let's recharge our ammo. There we go. Gutting. Ooh. Get rid of that. Get the headshot. Come on. There we go. Let's recharge briefly. I don't want to kill him too quick. There we go. We got 6 out of 10. 7 out of 10. We've got another node back here to take out. Eight out of 10. This guy has a little plus sign next to his health icon. Oh, he's recharging. I don't think we got that one. So they're being healed by something, is how I'm choosing to interpret that. Alright, we got all our headshots, so now we can just go crazy. I think that they must be spawning from here, so maybe we just want to go ahead and take out the node in here. Ooh. And just sort of ignore these guys until we can take them out. There we go. We got rid of the nodes and we can just clean up any other bad guys in here. Yeah, I wonder who's healing them. There must be some guy who's like a medic. There we are. That was confusing. Alright, I mean, at this point, we could probably just retreat. But, no, let's go ahead and finish taking them out. Alright, good stuff. Oh, good to see you there. Just trying out the different gun types as well while we're at it. Oh, that didn't work. There we are. Is that the last one? Oh, what is that? Oh, that was strange. I've never seen that, whatever that was before. Not quite as good. farther away. Let's go heal real quick. Fortunately, we do have plenty of opportunities to heal around here. Alright, one more should do it. There we go. That should be it. Oh, look at that guy. He's zippy. Huh. I'd like to read a codex entry on them. Oh, man. I guess maybe the idea is you have to... Oh, there's another note up there. Is that what's continuing to allow them to spawn, I guess, maybe? Because I feel like we have been taking them out. There we are. We've been taking them out pretty consistently. There we go. Get that out of here. Alright, are we done? Let's go ahead and pick this up real quick while we're over here. So they describe them as nodes, which to me kind of implies like a spawning point. So that's what's allowing them to spawn, maybe? Just casually taking a rocket to the face. It's fine. So maybe that's the trick. They're going to continue to spawn until they're taken out. But it threw me off a little bit because we completed the node objective, but there was still like an additional node left, or a couple of them left, I guess. So, I'm not quite sure what's going on there. But let's go back to the central executive. We'll take the elevator down to research. I'm also not 100% sure how often we want to take those jobs, because I don't want to necessarily derail our, like, whatever we're doing at the moment. You know what I mean? So if it's okay for us to say no to some of those, then I might consider just skipping a couple. Just 'cause, you know, I'd prefer not to, if we're making good progress or headway, it'd be better maybe not to fully backtrack. So we'll just play it by ear. Again, like, I think we're doing pretty well in terms of the, you know, the combat not being too challenging. So like I would rather do it just like if it's a cool experience versus the rewards, because I think we're doing okay from a combat standpoint. Actually, let's go look at Dr. Darling's office first. Or we'll look around in here as well. Plant complaint. Hey, so I was just wondering about the plants in research. Is it really necessary to sing to them? I mean, that janitor does have a nice voice and the plants sure seem to like it. Maybe he could just switch it up a bit? I'm getting pretty tired of the tango. And where did these plants even come from? No one seems to remember when they were planted. And people like them a bit too much, if you ask me. Are we being invaded by houseplants? Worth looking into. Dr. Lewis. Yeah, aren't there studies about, like, playing, like, Mozart versus rock to plants, and it has, like, different amounts of growth? I thought I read something about that. Plants like the attention, I guess. Alright, this area seems to be good to go. Oh, yikes. Really wants to be in the movies. Actually, speaking of which, I guess we can play whatever that is. Synchronicity. Synchronicity is a phenomena long recognized by the wise, but only recently given a name by science. It is how we rationalize events connected by no identifiable causality, yet clearly conjoined in purpose. How does a dream foretell an event in the physical plane? Why do hounds bail at the death of their master, which has occurred miles away? The world is unified in ways we do not yet understand, and sometimes we stumble across these invisible, unseen chords and wonder at the result. The visionary Carl Jung, I think it is, laid the road. Now we must walk it. My fledgling research department will make it our mission to reliably reproduce blank behavior by the close of 1959. Once done, the mechanics of synchronicity will lay themselves bare in due time. We are striding into the future of science. History may not remember our names, but God himself will. Wow. Penned by Dr. Theodore Ashe, head of research. He's got a pretty high opinion of his own work, I guess. I really do like the plant aesthetic. It's kind of refreshing. Yeah. Just because of the amount of kind of like stark office aesthetic that we're getting. You know what I mean? So having a little bit of a connection with nature is always nice to see. Urgent messages. No messages for us, I guess. Yeah, and so I was shooting those speakers because someone said that you could eliminate or like reduce the noise by shooting them. Which I don't know. I kind of like the creepiness. All right, movie time. Looking pretty rough.
Fielding questions recently regarding HRAs. What are they for? Do you always need to wear them? And what's the deal with the Hedron resonance anyway? Fuck.
You've been like pulling an all-nighter.
Despite what you may have heard, HRAs are not monitoring devices. We're not tracking your movements. We're listening to your conversations while
That is
you're wearing them.
what the government would say, wouldn't it?
We do that regardless whether or not
No.
you're wearing an HRA.
Yeah, fair enough.
Think of them as a life preserver. Only instead of water, the thing HRAs protect you from is classified. One day that classified, not water, might pour in, and you'll be glad you got an HRA keeping you afloat. And if you don't have an HRA, don't worry. It'll be quick and painless.
Yeah.
Kidding.
I'm not sure. Not so sure about that part.
We're making more.
Huh. That's so interesting. That's like one of the first things that we've seen, like videos, the multimedia, where like the wheels are kind of coming off, you know? Like there's stuff happening in the background.
Regarding HRAs,
Yes? No.
what are they for?
I'm all about the power of yes. Oh no! What have I done? Wow. Alright, anyway. Astral plane counter essay. Dr. Darling is insistent that certain objects of power share a direct connection to the blank, an entity or group of entities that we have little information on, or little that I am allowed to access. Probably the board. I'm guessing that's what that says. In his written reports, he states that there is a clear link between these objects of power, the board, the astral plane, and the oldest house itself. His work supposes these links are innate, a fact ingrained into the very blank of objects such as the hotline or the service weapon. But what if these particular objects were never linked to the board but had that connection forced upon them? Isn't it strange that no other objects of power require such direct contact with the board? Isn't it strange that using the service weapon or the hotline will result in grievous harm or even death if the user is not the director, or at least worthy of the role? Why do we assume this involvement by the board is a natural fact and not something more, maybe like sinister? And this was written by Emily, who is back at HQ. Yeah, we know almost nothing about the board, and it sounds like it's not just our own knowledge, like our own newness, I guess, to the Bureau. It's like the Bureau itself is just kind of struggling along with what little information. Budget request. Dear Dr. Darling, I suspect my colleague Dr. Harrington has already contacted you asking for an increase to her department's budget. I'm not surprised. Parapsychology has always been the squeaky wheel, all fuss but no results. Parakinesiology has always been the stronger department. More breakthroughs, more tangible data, more usable research. I'm sure a man of your esteem can plainly see which department is more deserving of the budget increase. Just think what those additional resources could do for an already formidable research team. Anyway, I know you're a fan of single malt, so I left a bottle of well-aged brown on your desk. Yours in admiration, Dr. Abraham Lewis. So parapsychology, parakinesiology, and yeah, I guess these are like the sub-departments. And Lewis is trying to maybe suck up to Darling a little bit. Do whatever it takes to get funding for your department, right? Alright, what else do we have here? The astral plane. The Bureau has spent years studying why objects of power transport users into the astral plane when touched. My predecessor, Dr. Ash, theorized that a potential receptacle, determined by Jungian archetypes in the collective subconscious, would be inhabited by paranatural energies when an AWE occurred in its vicinity, creating an altered item. Over time, a link was created by the blank, maybe like the director, and the astral plane to that item, making it an object of power. So many additional theories have been raised since Dr. Ash's time. Objects of power were placed on Earth as tests by some astral entity. Our dimension was once part of the astral plane, and the objects were left behind as its borders receded. The astral plane was an early threshold into the oldest house, but the connection was severed, and now the two are linked solely through the objects of power. I will attempt to disprove some of these in order to thin the herd. Hopefully the truth will emerge. Now, refer to file 632-6498. So maybe that kind of is a point of evidence against my theory that these are like dates. Because before we had things like 4/19/1935, which was like, oh, April 19th, 1935. But either this is like super in the future, or it's just a totally different filing system that's unrelated to what I thought it might be. But fun to speculate about.
As a life preserver. Only instead of
Oh, I love these things. They're so hypnotic. You could just like sit there and watch them go at it. I'm sure that's part of the reason why they're in like a psychology department, right? Resonance theory. Resonance. It's there, but we can't see it. It vibrates around us, through us, from us. But what if the vibration is conscious? What could a force like that do? Blank opened a door to a blank I've called blank. That doesn't give us much to work with. The blank emits a force that is far beyond the forces we've previously dealt with. It has shown me so much that I have to wonder, is resonance the key element in an all-altered phenomenon? AWEs, altered items, objects of power, do they share a common blank that we've yet to discover? We can harmonize control points. What else would the correct frequency allow us to achieve? What if resonance has been this answer the whole time?
Glad you got an HRA keeping you afloat.
So yeah, so it's kind of like
If you don't have an HRA,
we have almost no control over, where these objects appear, how they affect us, but if there was a way to synchronize them in such a way, that would be like some small amount of control. Dimensional research. Uh-oh. Yes, we have a gun. Oh, this is not what I expected to see coming through here. Fire break?
Possibly changing labyrinth.
What?
You never pass through.
And possibly changing labyrinth.
Research. Every measure of security.
So, is it okay that we're here? Or are we gonna get lost? The ashtray maze. Oh, wow. Man, look how far it goes off the map. Holy cow. I don't know if we should be here right now. I mean, I'm okay with walking around a little bit just to maybe get a vibe for the place. Oh man. Alright. Oh, okay. Good. Yeah, we're gonna get lost in here. Oh, I can already tell. But the thing about it is, that it's not really like giving me directions, you know, or options is what I meant to say. Like it's not as if I can say, oh, go left or go right. That's, you know, typically how you navigate a maze. Oh. Well, never mind. There goes my theory. Huh. So this is where we started, right? Let's look at this again. So that was just one little section. Are there more? What's happening with this picture? Are there more like ways for us to? Oh, well, this wasn't here before. Or maybe it was and I just missed it. Alright, well, we got some nice mods out of the deal. Okay, that part, this little, like, section of the wall that's taped up, I remember that before. Huh. So, the more we go through it, yeah. So every time we go through it, it's slightly different. I'm not sure if I should be taking notes on things like that picture that's askew. Alright. Let's do it again, I guess. Was this knocked over before when I came through here last? Alright, there's that picture. I feel like... Huh. I can't tell if we're making progress. Does it have something to do with, like, looking at this picture, and that's what, like, if I want a hallway next, I look at that, and then maybe I look at this picture, and it'll, let's see, there's no other pictures for me to look at. I'm just trying to get a theory as to how to control the maze to some extent. Well... maybe we're just not meant to be here at the moment. Or it'll become clearer later on. But cool. Cool and weird. Which pretty much sums up the entire game. Lots of weirdness and coolness happening at the same time. Alright. Let's really cross our fingers these things don't come back down on top of us. Alright, we're gonna set this off again. Yeah. Alright. Oh. Oh, this is new. Do we need to shoot their chairs? Alright, I know the people who were flying before were able to dodge. Let's see if these guys can dodge as well. Yeah, they can. So just because they're strapped to chairs doesn't mean they're, doesn't mean that they're vulnerable to objects being thrown. We should probably pick up a new board countermeasure here. The next time we find a control point, maybe we'll do that. Just to sort of have like a new challenge for us to work on. There we go. Oh, whiffed on that grenade. Alright, so... back to what we were doing in the first place. This shelter, I don't think we've been in here yet. It's so interesting how many little side quests and exploration missions you can take on here with and just kind of get distracted from the main story, which I guess is a good thing. Emergency call summary. and possible AWE in which an unnamed individual experienced transcorporeality via a phone line. Event is notably similar to blank, in which blank event is believed to have been caused by, and as a result, the following measures have been taken to prevent. Huh. So is that an AWE that occurred here in that shelter? Alright, parapsychology. I guess that would be the next logical place to go, and we can just kind of work our way down. Have we already been over here? I think so. So we cleared this area. Oh, level 3. Oh, we do have level 3. I couldn't quite recall. Oh, that's not good. So...
She's in trouble. I need to reach her.
So she's around. So whenever we see that, you know, that red sort of swirl, I know Polaris, we just learned, is the entity in our head whose sign that is, or at least that's what I'm interpreting it as. So when we have that red swirl, does that mean there's a competing entity that's, like, trying to get in? And that's what the Hiss are being controlled by? There we go. I'm trying to remember... Hang on, how do you switch weapons again? Or switch forms? Evade... is control... Oh, F. Use C, switch weapon. No, that didn't seem like it was it. Holding F. Okay, hang on. Let's take these guys out first. Oh, they flanked us. Oh, wow, I did not... Okay. I guess I took a little bit too long there. Oh boy, let's see where it puts us at. I don't think we've hit a, like a save point in a while. But we have died before after reading a bunch of research material, and it still saves that. So I think we can just basically run to that last point. Okay, hang on. So how exactly... Maybe I'm missing something here. Shoot, aim, multi-launch, use, seize weapons, which is F. Alright, gotta get rid of these guys again. Let me go one more. Oh, we have this push here. We haven't really been using a whole lot. Okay. Oh, there we go. You just have to, like, double-click F? Oh no, just do it while aiming. There we go. Okay. So let's stick with this longer range one for now. Just because we're starting this area by hitting targets from a bit farther away. Oh, that did nothing. kind of whiffed there. There we are. Now this guy is going to try to flank us. I think we're okay at the moment. Let's go heal up a little bit. Yeah, plenty of health. Let's see here. Any files for us to read? Alright, let's see what's going on here. Oh, there's a guy in there. Is this like... Is he being experimented on? Can we like, let him out? Alright, hang on one second. I feel like... Research and records. It said something about people being tied to chairs. Hiss elevated, was it? Yeah, some Hiss elevated have been seen levitating while strapped into chairs. This is likely the result of individuals being corrupted while undergoing cognitive recording and parapsychology, which is the department that we're in right now, if I'm not mistaken. So he's like in the process of being turned, basically. Is there a way that we can, like, let them out? I mean, we'd probably have to fight them, but... Emergency call summary. Supplement. Oh, here we go. Transcript of a call to the California State Emergency Services. Dispatcher. 911, what is your emergency? Hello. Hello, I'm here. Can you hear me? I can hear you, ma'am. Where are you? I'm, inside the wires. I'm lost. Ma'am, have you been drinking tonight? I feel like I'm stretching through the wire. Towards you. Don't hang up. I might go if you hang up. Go where, ma'am? Go. Gone. Away. Okay, can you describe your surroundings? Unknown noise. Ma'am? Hello, ma'am? Dispatcher attempted to call the number back, but it was no longer in service. So they got sucked into the phone? That's what the emergency call, right? It said experience transcorporeality via a phone line. So kind of changing your state of existence into, yeah. Maybe if we destroy these. No. Oh, that did not end well for whoever was in there. Yeah, I don't know if there's a way to let those guys out, unfortunately. Let's check upstairs. Just do a quick sweep. I see these little sealed hatches from time to time. It's like glue or something holding them closed. I wonder what the deal is there. There's the janitor's stuff, so he's around. Crash test dummies with, like, tennis balls? What the heck? That's a new one. Alright. Let's keep moving. Oh, we've got another movie to watch. Here we go.
The astral plane. Similar to an iceberg, what you see is not what you always get. Regardless, this place is vitally important to the Bureau. Most information on the astral plane is classified, but we can talk in broad strokes, keeping in mind that these are staggeringly complex systems, and simplification does them no justice. Now, the white non-space, the ever-present inverted black pyramid, the board, all linked, intrinsically tied to the oldest house, tied to the director, the process of choosing a director, tied to all objects of power in terms of who controls them. Yes.
Huh. So it's an iceberg What you see is not always what you get. Oh, let's take this save point for sure.
Similar to what you see is not what you always get. Regardless, this place is vitally important to the Bureau.
We only have 2 ability points to play with at the moment, so I think we're still going to hang on to those. Astral Construct, we can construct another... Oh, no, we can't. We need another blip and 2 intrusive patterns. We could do this construct. I feel like we should probably get all of these constructs at some point, so let's go ahead and... I know I was holding off before, but, you know, just to test them out. You never know. So this is kind of our shotgun form. So we'll hang on to that for now. Personal mods. Upgrade to enable higher tier mods, I guess. Sure. So we've got some additional ones if we want them. I'm not sure if we do want them. Board countermeasures. Yes, collect that reward for sure. We got a house memory. That's always good. Maintenance incursion headshot tactics. Oh, I think that was another little side mission that we maybe accidentally got rid of. I wish it said, hang on. I keep accepting them and then rejecting them, which is not what I mean to do. Service weapon and charge mode, spin mode. What modes do we have right now? We have grip and spin. So it looks like we can have 2 at a time. And yeah, here we go. Our inventory. Weapon mods, 24 out of 24. Let's see if we can maybe sell off some of the ones that we don't need. So let's sort by... It is sorted by rarity. Let's just get rid of all of our common ones right now. Just because I have a feeling we're going to be getting mostly uncommon ones from here on out. And look, we're already getting level 3 ones as well. So there we go. We've sold all of those. Get rid of that. What do we have this? Rate of fire. Let's go ahead and up and equip that. Damage after kills. I still don't love that. We just have the basic damage one right now. Maybe we'll just take a level 2. Oh, I've sold that. No, we'll just stick with that, I guess. Personal mods. I still am just kind of on board with this health recovery type thing. Maybe we should switch it up at this point. What do we have? Just a straight health increase. Maybe we'll roll with this for a while and see how we like it. Alright, so we can unequip one of them. This is the one we started with, the grip. This is kind of like a submachine gun one. Maybe we'll switch to the shatter, and we'll take reduced projectile spread. Let's see how that is. So we've got six-ish shots to work with. All right, looking good. Astral Exhibition. The Astral Exhibition was originally built for the astronauts to use as a training location. That's the first time we're hearing of astronauts. A place to grow accustomed to the sights and sounds of the astral plane before diving into the real thing. We could have done a better job with it, but Blank was being stingy with the budget. Probably the director. However, once we discovered the Blank, we decided to repurpose the space, similar to how zoos hope familiar surroundings will affect the well-being of their animals. We hope to observe the Blank's behavior in an environment similar to its home dimension. So far, it just breaks everything we put in it, but Rome wasn't built in a day. Addendum. New naming conventions have been established for the astral entity now known as Astral Spike. Outdated terms in this report have been redacted. So a couple new terms there that at least I don't recall being familiar with. The Astral Spike and Astronauts. So I guess that speaks to the board sending people little by little into these areas just to try to learn as much as they can about them. So that's probably one of the astronauts on like a mission in there to record stuff.
hypothesis was that the mindscape of the astral plane is subjective. But that was fast proven wrong. It's an actual place, not a construct of the mind, even though it is with our minds.
Are we supposed to be seeing something here?
But then one could argue that that's the case with all reality. We've been able to record footage of the astral plane by monitoring the brain activity of those experiencing it. That is the only concrete material that has come out of the astral plane expeditions. Apart from one shocking exception. In the astral plane footage, we're always in the vicinity of the pyramid. We've concluded that this, not the entire plane, is what the board controls. We have glimpsed movement, native species, always in the distance, and yet contact was made. We don't have footage of this, a technical malfunction, but when one of our astronauts returned, a brain cloud, an astral fugue, had hitchhiked a ride in his head. It ruptured out, killing the subject in question. It's a relentless predator, pursuing thoughts, minds, lethal to those the entity feeds on. Proper containment protocols are to be observed when dealing with it.
Okay, I feel like we might be experiencing a little bit of a glitch here. But long story short, what I learned from that, astral plane, the board doesn't control it all, just the area surrounding the pyramid. There's different species there, so it's not like it's a heaven or a hell type thing. It's almost just like another plane, another dimension of existence where there's just normal like wildlife and different types of creatures there that you have to contend with. So it kind of makes sense that it's like how they were saying before that Earth or our current existence here was just a gateway to another plane, and that it overlaps to some extent. So it's not like they're better necessarily. It's just they have maybe a higher like hive mind level of awareness. The board does if they're like a group of entities that kind of exist with a common purpose. I don't know. I'm interested to learning more. But let's take a quick break here. I'm going to restart the game because I don't think we're supposed to be stuck on this screen. When we come back, we are going to venture further into the weird and wonderful parapsychology department and hopefully find Marshall. So thanks so much for watching. We'll be seeing you here real soon. Bye for now.